We're going to do this real quick because it is Friday and I'm going to have a drink. Do you ever catch yourself doom scrolling? Like you're fully aware you need to put your phone down, you need to get off of social media, and you just need to maybe it's a blink, stand up, get some water, or just take a break. Social media is designed to keep you entertained. It is designed to keep you on their platform. And you know what? As a digital marketer here at Brand Yourself Consulting, I get it. I totally get it. It's easy to get sucked into. I work in this for 8 hours a day, and I find that I have had to establish some pretty healthy and pretty strict boundaries when it comes to social media usage, because social media, let's be real, it can lead to burnout. My name is Katie. I'm with Brand Yourself Consulting, and I want to talk to you today about some ways that you can establish some healthy boundaries so you don't feel like you are constantly teetering on the edge of overwhelm. We get it. We have all been there. Every single person that we work with at Brand Yourself, we struggle with this same thing, and it is so important for us to prioritize our own mental health. It's no secret in the United States that there is an epidemic in terms of mental health, depression, and anxiety, and we want to help those so we can ensure that everything on social stays positive. So today I want to talk to you about a couple of warning signs and a couple of indicators that you can identify within yourself. They're pretty easy to identify if you need to take a break. When I talk about a break, I'm talking about maybe you want to start with screen-free Sunday. And if you're like, hey, that felt a little good, that felt really good, I'm not ready to go back, then maybe extend it for a couple days. Maybe it's a week, maybe it's a month, heck, maybe it's 3 months, whatever it is. If you have a brand and if you have a business, the only thing I can stress about doing is just letting your audience know y'all are taking a break. Hey, this is overwhelming. We need to take a step back from social. We'll be back. Don't worry. But if you let them know, then your audience isn't like, hey, what the heck happened? Or did they sink? Did they tank? What happened? Did the owner get hit by a car? Is it over? Like whatever it is, trust me, people go there. But just let your audience know that, hey, we're gonna take a break. It's okay, we'll be back. And then you'll be golden, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you take a break and you go dark on social media, the algorithm, it'll take a little bit of time for them to be like, oh, wait, they're back, okay? So if your engagement instantly isn't right back where it's supposed to be, or your reach or your conversions are slower when you come back, that's totally normal. And you know what? Your mental health is more important than all of those things. So I cannot stress that enough. If you feel like you need to take a break, your mental health is more important than those likes, shares, and comments. So here are some things that you can identify if you need to take a break. And then I'm going to teach you the healthy boundaries that we at Brand Yourself actually have implemented into our personal rhythm to ensure that we don't get burnt out. Because sitting on social media for 8 hours a day, it's a fast track to burnout. Do you ever find yourself doom scrolling like I just said, you know, you should be shutting her down and you just can't, or you're constantly refreshing to see if there's anything that you're missing? FOMO's a real thing on social media. FOMO of maybe it's the latest trends, maybe it's the latest TikTok, maybe it's the latest movie, all of those things. That is something that's real. If you are experiencing that and if you can identify like, whoa, I'm constantly like not even realizing I'm picking my phone up constantly throughout the day and logging into my apps and just kind of checking to see what's going on, that's a pretty good indicator that you need to take a break. Another thing you might want to take into consideration is if you are obsessing about those likes, shares, comments, reshares, whatever it is. If you find that you are caring more about that than basic nutrition or making sure you're going for a walk or going to work out or whatever it is, if you find that you're obsessing about those things, it's probably time to take a break. Have you ever gone down like the stalking channel? Before we go any further, I know you have. We all have. This is totally normal, okay? If you find that you're stalking people on social, people that aren't in your world, that like you don't need to worry about, it's another indicator maybe you need to take a step back. Do you feel like you have to share 67 stories every single day and you're sitting there and you're talking like, hey guys, here's my breakfast. This is what I'm gonna do today. Oh my gosh, this happened. And it's 67 stories a day and you're thinking you need to hit stories before you're calling your significant other, your mom. Moms are important. It's your reminder, your best friend or whoever it is that you connect with. If you feel like it's more important to hit your stories, it's time for you to take a break. Unhealthy comparisons. Social media is the poster child of the Joneses. You know who I'm talking about? You know, keeping up with the Joneses, not your friends with the last name Jones, but it's that whole stigma, keeping up with the Joneses. I'm going to be honest with you. We all are aware of this. Social media paints the pretty pictures that we all post. We never post our ugly. We never post our dirty and our messy. We only post the things that are amazing going on in our life. If you find that you are buying that new outfit, wanting a bigger house, needing a new car, whatever it is, because Sally Jones just got that, and you're like, I am way better than Sally Jones, it's time. I'm going to flat out tell you, it is time for you to take a break. Here's a great one, actually. Do you feel physical fatigue at the end of the day? You're sitting there, you're doom scrolling, and you're like, whoa, I've been on this for 2 hours. My back kind of hurts. My neck hurts. I'm getting a tension headache. If you're seeing that on a consistent basis, guess what? You nailed it. It's time for you to take a break. Now, whatever it is and however it is that you want to identify how long your break is, that is your prerogative and that is up to you. Here's another one. Do you find that your feed is an echo chamber? Everybody is sitting there and they are posting the same thing. Maybe it's the same opinion. Maybe it's political, whatever it is. I'm not getting into that topic. But if you feel that it is the same thing over and over and over, it might be time to take a break. I'm going to also take that a step further. If you see somebody posting their opinion and you don't agree with it and you're getting snarky in that comment, I'm going to have a big and huge tip for you. Don't post that comment. You can take that into your DMs. Absolutely. You can also maybe invite the conversation for one-on-one. Don't blast people if their opinions are different than yours. You can agree to disagree. That is totally okay. But this is the deal. I'm going to be frank with you on this. I'm getting frank a lot today. Being super direct. But here's the deal. You are not going to change somebody's opinion on social media. You're not. I'm not. So don't try to prove a point for a game you'll never win. Because guess what? We are all entitled to our own opinions. We have freedom of speech. Absolutely. You are welcome to post things, but just remember that once something is posted, it is forever out there. You can delete it. Yes, you can. But guess what? You don't know if somebody has actually copied that post or screenshot it or whatever, and it could potentially be out there forever. So think twice before you post your content. And if it is something that you wouldn't say to your grandma, I'm going there, so we all respect our grandmas. You wouldn't say it to your grandma, please don't post it. I'm doing this. I'm telling you this. I promise. Let's paint you in a good light. All right. So you've identified maybe it's time to take a break. Whatever your time length is, that is your prerogative and you do you. Just make sure that you get this in the right mindset before you come back. Now, when you come back, here are a couple of things and a couple of boundaries that you can establish to ensure that you don't go right back in that tank. Number one, this is one of my favorites. Did you know your phones, you can establish time limits? I know, mind-blowing. This came out like 5 years ago. It's not that great of a thing, but utilize it. Use it. Establish time limits on your phone for your social media apps. Trust me, it helps. And then when your phone notifies you that you've hit your 1 hour or whatever it is that you want, follow through with saying, okay, yes, don't say ignore for the day. Don't say ignore for 5 minutes, because when you push ignore for 5 minutes, it's just like the snooze button. You're going to eventually push it and push it and push it and push it. And then you're going to say, no, I'm just done for the day. And then you're going to start doom scrolling. So respect the boundary that you create and shut it down. Go outside, take a walk, spend some time with your partner, maybe read a book, get up, take that shower that you should probably take, right? Another really great boundary that you can establish. If you are seeing on your social media feed that you have a lot of negativity there, a lot of darkness, a lot of just ick, whatever it is, audit your social media platforms. Get rid of those accounts that bring you down, that make you feel just like, why am I following you? You can unfollow those people, right? You can actually go a step further. If you just want to completely cut ties with them, you can actually force an unfollow on their part too on Instagram. Just because you unfollow somebody doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to have them unfollow you as well. Do that in your settings. That's all you got to do. Now, let's say you are just really annoyed with somebody. Maybe it's your mom posting 47 recipes because she recently had surgery and she is couch ridden for the next 2 weeks. And she is sitting there and she is doing that doom scroll. Everything that I'm telling you not to do right now, she is doing it. And you are like, I can't do one more freaking share, Mom. It's totally okay to mute your people. They won't know. They'll be back. You'll see them again at some point. It's okay to mute people. Just a good tip, especially as we hit them. Here's a good idea. When you get home, put your phone away. Put your phone in the drawer. Put your phone on your nightstand upside down where you can't have it if you don't want to shut it off. Put your phone under a stack of books, whatever it is, put your phone away, out of sight, out of mind. And you'll notice that you will occupy your time with other things. And it will be hard at first. I'm going to be honest with you. You'll be thinking, where's my phone? Where's my phone? Trust me, it works. And you know what? Couldn't hurt. Another thing I highly recommend is that you don't scroll first thing in the morning. When that alarm goes off on your phone, the first thing you do is just grab it and you open up Instagram and you're like, what did Bobby post since I stopped looking at this at 12:30 last night? Oh, it's only 5:30. She's obviously not up yet. Whatever it is, don't do it. Trust me, your mental health will thank you. Your morning will thank you. Your anxiety will thank you. Get up, take that stretch, drink that glass of water, maybe do 10 push-ups, take your shower. Your coworkers will thank you on that, and then get your butt to work however you start your morning. Don't start your day with social media. And you know what? On that note, don't end your day with social media. Trust me, it's not that important. And then finally, another thing to help you with that don't end your day with social media is you can actually put your phone on DND. It's something that I have started doing within the last year. Mine goes on at 8 p.m. and it doesn't turn off until 6 a.m. I probably should bump that to 8 a.m. Gonna be honest with you, but it has been a game changer. You can program it in where maybe you want to make sure that you can get certain texts. Maybe you can get certain phone calls from certain people, whatever it is. So you can tell it, these are the people that can get through this. But it has been a massive game changer. All right, easy boundaries, right? You knew all of them. But if you can make these quick tips, promise you, your head will become more clear. You aren't going to hate everybody on social media. You will find that it's a little bit more enjoyable. And you know what? This is all we got. We are our best cheerleaders and we've got to advocate for ourselves. So if you need a break, take it. And when you come back and you're like, wait a minute, I don't want to do this social media game for my business. It's too much. I can't do it all. We've got some pretty great products. Let's talk. We have products where we can do full retainers down to lower tiered packages where it's 12 posts a month where we'll post it and schedule it for you. We are here to help you. We want to help you stand out on social media. We want to show you in your best light. We hope you have a wonderful day and we will see you soon.